is the loneliest number 2. No, it's not. If you want to find out more about the number 1, come check out my video. Hi guys, and welcome to Letitia Houston Art, where I'm spreading a little light to the world through the canvas. So today I'm talking numerology, and we're talking about the number 1. So we're going to talk about life path 1, birthday number 1, like being born on the 1st of the month, the soul urge number 1, and the destiny number 1. All very similar, but just how they play out will be a little bit different. So, if you have a life path 1, then part of your purpose is to lead. So, 1s have a pioneering spirit. They have a go-getting attitude. When you look at the number itself, it's in a straight line. So, straight from source, straight here to the 3D in the earthly realm. So they can manifest quickly in either way. Very practical, very resourceful, very creative people. Usually they're interested in the arts in some way. Very passionate, very forward moving. And in a lot of ways, they are reminiscent of the Aries. They're very similar in the way that they go after things. So with a life path 1, they're going to find themselves in positions where they have to lead. Part of the obstacles and challenges that a life path 1 is going to face is going to be in regards to being independent, standing on their own 2 feet, and not having anyone to help you do it. That's part of the challenge of being a life path 1. I know, and I can attest to it because I'm a life path 1. And I've known some 1s, and it's a common theme amongst all of us, where we are called to lead in some way. Now, the way that we're called to lead is going to be different for every zodiac sign, depending on your alignments and what leadership looks like to you. Whether you be a leader in mentoring, whether you be a leader by leading by example, whether you're a leader in guiding other people or leading groups or organizations, it just depends. So the 1 is well suited to entrepreneurship, it's well suited to running their own business, freelancing, running the show basically, or leading groups of people. 1 is governed by the sun, so it's first. So 1s always want to be leaders, and they always want to be first in doing something or discovering something. The flip side of the 1s is that they can be stubborn, they can be egotistical, they can be arrogant if they're not well balanced as 1s. Now, to become a 1 or to become a leader, you first need to know how to follow. So 1s often learn how to follow first, which might be frustrating for them because they want to get out and be leading the charge and initiating things and moving forward. But there's great lessons in being able to follow first, because as a 1 you can see how other leaders are working and operating and see if it's a fit for you and how you would do things differently. So there is an initiation period as a 1, and you're growing into your natural state of being, which is to lead. So again, definitely well suited to running your own businesses, freelancing, or being in a management position where you have autonomy. So 1s like their freedom, and they don't like any constraints. And I can attest to this as well, which is why I run my own business. So that is the energy of the 1 if you have the life path. You just need to work to balance it and know that other people may not have your same ideals or want to move at the pace that you move at. So just to be aware of that, and that's part of learning how to lead and working with other people. So that is the life path of the one. If you have a destiny number one, you're going to spend your lifetime working to reach a position of leadership and achievement and being an individual. So again, like the life path one, you're going to be called, or in certain ways, certain aspects of your life will call you to lead in a capacity. So you will have to step into leadership as well, but you're going to be striving for that throughout your lifetime. And the difference between the life path one and a destiny number one is you're destined to lead, and you will get there, and it'll take you a period of time in order to reach that leadership position or achievement. If you are already a one and your life path is a one, you're just going to end up leading in certain situations, and you innately are a natural born leader and know what to do in any given situation. If you are a soul urge number one, that means that your soul is calling you to lead. So your soul and what your inner desires are, governed and filtered through the destiny number and the life path number, will be that your soul wants you to lead. Your soul will want to place you in a position of being an individual and being unique in the way that you lead. So that's the slight differences with that. If you have a birthday number one, so if you were born on the 1st of the month, also the 10th of the month, then with the birthday number, it's a similar thing. So, you know, we've got a January 1 birthday, some famous people like Grandmaster Flash, he was a 1. Harry Styles is a 1, he's a February 1 birthday. Biebs, Justin Bieber is a March 1 birthday. So they're all slightly different, but they're all leaders in their field. And notice how they're all creative and they're all musical. So I thought that's interesting. So just a few other things with the one. The ones will often at some point be called to basically fight alone. You will have to learn how to lead by yourself without any assistance. That is part of the learning and growth of the one. And if you wanted to go relax in the sunset and be kicking back in the Bahamas, that ain't your path, honey. Life path one, destiny number one, soul urge one, no, you won't be resting on your laurels. You will be in perpetual motion. Your path is not destined for resting too much. You might for a minute, but you'll be right back at it, because the ones don't really like to be lazy. They don't like to sit around. They will always be doing something. They will always be creating something, and they will always be moving forward or trying to innovate in some kind of way. That's just the way that their brain thinks. That's just the way that they move. And I would argue, as a master 11 number, it has similar traits, and they've got a double side of it as well. So they are ultra manifestors in either a negative light or a good light, depending on what spectrum they're at or where they're at vibrationally. So that is the energy of number one. Okay, so let's talk about a few other things about the one. The one in the Pythagoras model of working out numerology equals A. So if you look at your name and you're breaking it down and calculating your destiny number, which uses your full name, or if you're calculating your soul urge number, which also uses the vowels in your name, take a look at how many A's run through your name. If you have more than 2 A's, if you have 3 or more in your name, you're going to have a heavy theme of being an individual and being unique and wanting to lead and be independent. So that's also something interesting about the one. With one, if you're looking at color numerology, it's actually red, which is indicative of the root chakra, which is about safety, it's about stability, and it's about prosperity. So that's also interesting to note about the one. Ones socially are, you know, able to mix and mingle with all different types of people, especially if they're in a leadership position. But we can have all kinds of ones. You can have introverted ones, you can have extroverted ones, you can have ones that are in the middle. In romantic relationships, the ones still like to lead or like to be in a position where they have some leadership and freedom in the relationship. So again, ones need to learn how to balance and work with other people in a dual nature, not be too headstrong and take on other people's opinions, or just basically work in a capacity where they have full freedom, and that will allow them to feel at ease as the one. So that's a little more about that number. So for all my ones out there, drop me a comment. Love to know whether this resonates with you, whether you've had this experience where you've been called to lead, or you feel like you're always doing things on your own. Let me know. I'd love to hear about your experiences as a life path one. So I'll be back with number 2 shortly. So until then, see you soon. Like these videos, hit subscribe, check me out. If you like art as well, you can check out all the details below. All my details are in there if you would like a piece of art, or whether you would like to link up with me and stay in tune with what I'm producing next. So see you for the next video where we're going to talk about the number 2. Bye for now.